Right. Week 7 is complete. The league is now over. And as you can see on the top, you can see the final standings for the table. We're going to go through that. We're going to have a quick talk about that. We're going to go through all of the touchdowns, casualties, passes, and we're going to make some small discussion about Season 2. So, making up the bottom of the leaderboard, 12 points, only scoring 3 touchdowns, all through a concede, which was also his one victory, with a negative 19 touchdown difference. Tom, you are the weakest coach. Congrats. Not a goodbye, because we hope to have you again next season. And you took home the wooden spoon trophy from last night's little award ceremony, and, as well as donated by Carl, the Snotling team that was going to be given to whoever ended up as the wooden spoon. And I think you're happy with that. They are a very difficult team to play, but they are fun. Excuse me. Propping up the leaderboard with him, but on touchdown difference above him, we got the shambling undead of Adam. And despite losing a lot of games, he's put in some solid performances, and he's confident about next season. Not taking the undead failures, but still taking a undead team. As far as I'm aware, that may change. Scoring 5, and the thing is, he performed well. He was just unlucky. Big touchdown difference negative, but yeah. But moving on next, the only team to have a neutral touchdown difference was Mother's Love, who, for a rookie coach in their first ever season to come out with the second most casualties, they didn't score too many. They didn't concede many either. And it was a fantastic attempt by the team. It's just a shame that it ended the way it did, and they've ended up in 6th place, because arguably they should be up in the mix for 3rd and 4th place, I would imagine. But results as they are, 2 victories, 1 draw, 3 defeats. See you next season. The Emperor's Eagles from Lewis, who, might I add, were the only team to successfully do an interception. The only league's interception was done by this team. In the middle of the table, in 5th place, 21 points, 3 wins, 3 losses, the perfect draw. But the difference is they scored 1 more touchdown than the Mother's Love at 7, but conceded far, far more, having a negative 6 touchdown difference. Moving on up to 3rd and 4th place, we'll talk about these together because they are both Chaos teams. They are being run by Stuart and Liam. Both won 3, both drew 1, both lost 3. It was close, but the only difference was one conceded more and one scored more. And as you can see, the Mad Cows take the only 3rd place podium position, and the Daves narrowly miss out, but it was a very tightly contested match, and I would like to see the match against them next season, maybe a little bragging right match, so you can really ramp it up. We'll start edging our bets there. Moving on to 2nd place was my team, the Roaring Rovers, finishing on 37 points, 10 casualties, touchdown difference of 14, and for a team that isn't prolific at scoring, I think I did pretty fucking well with making this Necromantics team score 19 touchdowns. It's pretty good. 6 wins, 1 loss. And if you look at the table, you can clearly see where that 1 loss was picked up. And it was against the Warpstone Lovers of Carl, who won the league with 42 points, 7 straight victories, 28 casualties, 27 touchdowns for, which is almost expected. It's probably a little higher than what people would expect, but it is what it is. And it is still a very good result. Carl took away the league winners trophy, and we'll look forward to seeing what can be done next season. But let's move on to the scorers. There was only 18 touchdown scorers, and we'll start at the bottom, going through all of the ones which are alphabetically organised. So we got Bowie, Chuck, Roxy, Scrubblitz 2, Shank, Speckle Jim and Trip Hazard, all scoring 1 touchdown. But let's now get on to the people that know how to score multiple times. So we got Good Boy, Mitchell, and Tinkerbell all scoring 2, which is still pretty okay. Moving on to 4. Slow Coach of the Undead Failures scored 4, which is good. And Cross of the Daves also scored 4. Swimwear of the Emperor's Eagles scored 5. Then we have Saskrep and Hermes of Mother's Love and Warp's Own Lovers scoring 6 each. This is where we start to get into the big boy numbers. So Tenderloin of the Mad Cows scored 7, which is where most of the touchdowns for the Mad Cows came from. And the same can be said for both the Roaring Groves and the Warp's Own Lovers, where Best Boy scored 17, and taking home the top scorer's trophy was Neek's Sons of the Warp's Own Lovers at 21. Moving on to the passes, you can see that a number of passes were made and only one was ever completed by Berry, Cannon Fodder, Flank, Scrub Blitzer 2, Sirloin, Slow Coach, Swimwear and Trip Hazard, all of the respective teams. Then looking at the ones that were consistent, doing 3 apiece as Long Bomber and Tenderloin of the Emperor's Eagles and the Mad Cows. The Roaring Grove is taking home most of the podium, with Good Boy doing 8 and Best Boy doing 4. Those werewolves have like a in-sync connection. It's just a shame that Best Boy wanted most of the touchdowns, only leaving a few to Good Boy. But taking home the top passer trophy was Sizer Bowl of the Warpstone Lovers, taking home 12 completions. Now, why are you called 48? That is incorrect. There has been a mistake. But we'll deal with that another time. I will fix it in post. I am only going to talk about those that scored. What the hell, man? Why are all these numbers messed up? I'm only going to talk about the ones that scored 3 or more casualties, and then I will scroll and let you guys see. I apologize. I don't know what the fuck has happened here. But top of the casualty table, taking home the most casualties, was the Rat Ogre on 9. Brisket of the Mad Cows on 7, propping up second place. Then we got Bob and Hades, both of Mother's Love, scoring 5 and 4. Little Frankie, the Flesh Golem from the Roaring Grove, is scoring 4. Quick Sack of the Warpstone Lovers, also scoring 4. Best Boy 3, Blaine 3, Cerberus 3, Ninesaw 3, and Tull Scuttle 3. I will scroll very slowly, as you can see all of the 2s, followed by all of the 1s, as we had 48 individual casualties inflicted. It was good. But that's not the important thing now. The important thing is Season 2. And I am happy to announce, not who, that'll be in the future, but both the Primera Division and the Segunda Division, along with the League Cup that is interleague, are all sponsored by different people that will be announced in time. We are having them helping us fund the trophy creation, the inscription, as well as maybe some of the training on the side for some teams. We'll see. But don't tell the teams if they don't get any gold. It's going to be, and it looks like it's shaping up to be 13 or 14 coaches at the moment, and that is initial sign-ups. We have infinite space to accommodate more people, so if anybody watching this video figures themselves good enough to join tabletop games of Wolverhampton's Blood Bowl League and join either the... And all new coaches will be going straight into the Segunda Division, and you'll work your way up to the Primera. So the way it's going to work is all new coaches join the Segunda, and any that need to go down into the Segunda, if there's not enough, will just be shaved off the final standings of this table. So the first people on the chopping block will be the Hairy Fairies, followed by the Shambling Undead team, then Mother's Love, and so on and so on. Positions will be locked in based off your coach, not your team, because some people I know are changing teams, changing alliances in Blood Bowl. How perfect. But we're going to be taking about 6 to 8 weeks off between the seasons. We're going to organise, we're going to prepare, and I will update everybody as soon as we get things. So, congratulations to everyone who partook. Congratulations to Tom for taking home not only a trophy but a new team. And I will see you guys very, very soon.